'Cause my eyes are looking at an angel with hair as gold as Velveeta cheese.
Here's the thing. The title of an album kind of sets the tone for that album.
Yeah.
So what are you trying to say with brand new? Other than it's new music. What are you going for there?
Well, I mean, definitely stepping into 2020. It's a brand new year, brand new decade, and there's a lot of new things in my life right now. Just even like where I wrote my songs in a new studio, and just a lot of new inspiration, a new record label, lots of new experiences going on.
He's got new car insurance.
Yeah, new car
Things
insurance.
are looking up for him.
I saved a bunch of money on my car insurance. But really, the more significant tie-in with that album title is the title Brand New is really about returning. And there's a picture on the cover of the album of me sitting.
Okay. Keep going, because good. We're getting to this. I had a question about this,
Oh, you
too.
do? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, on the cover, it's a picture of me sitting on a blue couch. And the reason why there's a blue couch on the cover is because it takes me back to a 13-year-old kid watching a Billy Graham crusade on TV. And I was sitting on a blue couch in my family's living room. And that was the day that I first asked Jesus Christ to be my Lord and Savior. And so in writing these songs, I was sharing about that every night on tour. At the end of my concert, I would tell the crowd, we do a tribute to Billy Graham, and I tell the crowd about, the most important moment in my life was the day that I gave my life to Christ. And I was talking about this blue couch over and over again. And it just kind of wound up inspiring this new season of songs. And the reason is because I feel like I want to go back to that blue couch. I want to go back to that 13-year-old kid on the blue couch. Because sometimes so much life takes place where you just feel like, man, am I ever going to get back to those moments where my faith felt most alive? And
For sure.
So this album's really about going, yes, you can. You're not the finished version of yourself, so stop beating yourself up. But God's making you new every single day.
And that is the cool thing. When you mess up and you think, I'm done for the day, you can be made brand new in that moment even.
Yeah.
And God forgives and moves forward, and we're not always the best at that.
I'm wanting to step into a new decade, like working on me and becoming the best version of me. And a lot of times, like, I beat myself up for falling short of perfect. Like, I'm my own worst critic, whether it's music or just life, And so this album is really songs that I needed to hear, like going back to, like the God Who Stays. It's like these promises of God, like letting them become brand new again. Like, guess what, Matthew? God stays with you. Newsflash, like that'll blow your mind.
Yeah.
Like, wait, he hasn't given up on you. He hasn't abandoned you. Like some of those promises, just returning to them and then asking God to make them brand new in my mind and heart again.
So the album's called Brand New. Did you have any other working titles for that prior to?
I
like
did.
that were like super artsy or something, and people were like, you can't call it that.
Yeah, I was gonna call it The Man Who Needed Grace.
Okay.
Which was
That's not horrible.
Well, it was just horrible in the sense of like, what about all the women?
We're fine.
Yeah.
Women don't,
If it's written from a King James perspective, you're all right.
The man who needeth grace.
Oh my gosh.
But that's the funny thing. When I'm writing all these songs, like I'm always looking for that big idea. It's like what I call my umbrella statement, right? So I really approach my albums like that. I've got a big whiteboard and I'm writing all my titles down. But then when I find that idea that feels bigger, then all the other songs like fall in under this umbrella. And I'm actually picking songs because I feel like there's a tie-in with that overall theme. And so Brand New just felt right. It felt like a big theme. And it was also something that was educated by my touring over the last couple years, because I'm sharing this story and I'm watching it resonate with people. And they're going, wait a minute, like, what's my blue couch moment? Like, have I had that before? And so that really informed the songs that I wrote. So yeah, I had some bad titles, and hopefully we landed on a good one.
I think it's good. It's simple.
It's
brand
simple.
new. There
Yeah.
you go.
It's simple, like me.
Now, your album is out the same day as Justin Bieber's album. How many more albums do you think you will sell than him in one day?
Well, I
just ballpark it.
Ballpark?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, I'm sorry. I read that wrong.
millions.
Sorry. How many more albums will he sell than you in one day? That's my fault.
That's way more accurate. I tell you, I don't know though. He grew this nasty mustache.
It might
and
turn people off.
I
don't know.
thought, I was like, well, maybe I should grow a mustache.
No.
I don't know if you saw on Instagram, but he did this post because he did a post announcing his album, like standing
With the guy, the
Yes,
sign
yes,
guy.
Yeah, but he looked like he was asking for money on the side of the street, and he was holding up a cardboard sign that said his album came out February 14th. And so my daughter and I we did the same post and wrote out the same questions on a cardboard sign. But I have a feeling he's going to reach just a few more people. But do you know what? I'm okay with that.
That's all right.
I'm okay
It's
with
okay.
that. The
You know,
Biebs.
Yeah, he's the Bieber. What are you gonna do? But you never know. Like the mustache and like he's not all that great anymore. Like you could be like what
You
I
think
said
I can
anymore.
next Bieber?
Yes.
Am I the next
I
Bieber?
think you're like the next Bieber's dad.
I mean, just introduce some dance moves and you're there.
I think I'm like 2 Biebers.
Yeah. We're going to play a little game with your name, actually. So here we go. Basically, this is you questions that all work your name in some way, shape, or form into them. I'll give you an example, okay? For example, if Kanye West adopted you, you would be...
Matthew West. Kanye. Wait.
Matthew West.
Oh, yeah.
See how that
Okay.
works? Okay. So you were working your name, Matthew West, into everything. Your first and last name.
So I'm already 0 for 1, but that
That
was
was
just
an
a test?
example.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay.
I didn't know I
Clean
needed
slate.
to double
Yeah.
down on West.
So here we go. 1999, a Will Smith song, and had a movie by the same name. If you were in it, what would it be?
Wild Wild West.
Or Matthew.
Wild Wild West.
There you go. Now you're
Nice.
starting to get it. It's good that you know your name. Matthew West. Work it in there somehow.
Okay.
Both of those in there. I'm going to give you that one.
Okay,
Because we're
okay.
getting started here. Here we go.
I'm glad I picked West as a stage name. It was originally McGillicuddy.
Oh,
so-
yeah, this would have been a lot harder. If the area containing Oregon and Washington State were named after you, it would be called...
It would be the.
Oh, he's not good in geography.
Well, now I'm thinking of the video game Oregon
Like,
Trail.
where's Oregon in the country?
Oh, it's the West?
And also
Known
not
as...
south.
The Northwest.
Yes.
Okay, so what would it be?
Matthew Northwest. The Matthew the Great
Wow.
Northwest.
Matthew the Great. That's
You're
a little
so humble.
self-aggrandizing.
Pacific.
Yeah,
Pacific
okay.
North.
Matthew.
Pacific Northwest.
There you go.
Okay.
Goodness gracious.
These are
Another
harder
stretch.
than they look.
I think we found someone who's worse at geography than you are.
Yes.
Lewis and Clark.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here
Right?
you go. If you were the head of an airline, you might be tempted to change the name to.
Matthew Southwest Airlines.
Yes, he's finally got it, buddy.
I'm an A-lister on
Third
Southwest, by the way.
question, you've got it. This one you're not going to get. This will be really hard.
Oh, man.
If you became the spokesperson for a trendy home store named after a tree, what would it be?
Oh, it would be Matthew West Elm.
How did you
Yes.
get that?
Because I may not know geography, but I know my
Home
furniture
decor.
stores. Yeah. I used to work at Pier 1 Imports, by the
Oh.
way.
Did you really?
Oh, I got discounts on candles, all the wicker furniture you could imagine.
You still smell candly.
I still smell like it, right? That's what I thought. So I got that one right with no problem.
You're crushing it. Okay, the final question. If you get this right, it all comes down to this question. If you were a Casting Crown song, what would you be?
Oh, I know. Matthew East to West.
Yes! There you
Yes!
go! Nicely done!
I did it!
You're so amazing!
Yay, me!
We do this thing called Musical Chopped with Matthew West, where we give him a basket of ingredients, just like the TV show Chopped, where they have to cook something, but he has to cook up a song, and he's so good at this. And so we've got the basket in front of you. We want you to pull out an item at a time here,
Okay.
and we'll tell you what that item represents. Open your basket.
Okay.
That was harder than I thought.
Okay.
Boy, maybe this is gonna be more difficult if opening the basket was challenging. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so the first thing is a cross sucker. So this is going to represent a Christian song. This should be easy for you.
A Christian love song.
Yeah, like
Christian
we
song,
don't.
yeah.
There aren't enough of them. There
Yeah.
aren't any of them on
Christian
hardly.
love songs?
Yeah, there's not.
That's
There's
true.
not a lot. And if anyone can do this, you can do this. All right,
Okay.
so pull out your
All
next
right.
item.
Okay.
Baby cut carrot.
Yeah, baby means like a child, a kid, so maybe like a youth group.
Is that what baby means?
Yes,
Yeah.
a
Oh.
youth group
Yeah.
situation.
Okay, so
a younger love.
Christian
if you will.
kid at youth group.
Okay.
Okay, cheese, Velveeta.
Velveeta.
Obviously, it needs to be cheesy. So you got to bring all the cliches.
Okay.
So a cheesy Christian love song.
Yeah.
From
You
a
are
youth
in my
kid.
wheelhouse.
Oh,
Rice-a-roni, Spanish rice,
Yes.
which would
so
be
we need a little Latin flair.
so you want it to have a Latin musical flair?
Yes.
Something saucy,
Just a
something
little
spicy.
Spicy.
Yes. Okay.
All
Think
right.
of J-Lo. Think Pitbull.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Let me. This might be the toughest one yet.
Really?
I know, but if anyone can do it, I know it's Matthew West. He
All
can
right.
do this. So we're going to give you a minute to mull it over, let it percolate, let all
right.
those flavors come together, and then we will finish up Musical Chopped with Matthew West.
All right, chefs, you've got 10 minutes to get it done. Less than a minute on the clock, chefs. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. Please step back.
All right. Now, some of these I took literal. They're not just metaphorical. So
Oh,
you're going to
okay.
see.
Okay.
I basically what I'm trying to say is I've gone above and beyond.
You know what you are right here, Matthew West? You're a chop champion. A musical chop champion.
Not yet. Don't crown me yet.
Okay.
Till you hear the title.
What is it?
It's called Fell in Love at Youth Group.
I'm already sold.
Yes.
Already sold. All right, so there you go. You've got your ingredients. You've got your guitar. Make beautiful music.
I saw her from across the sanctuary as the worship service began. Youth pastor said, let's focus on Jesus, but I thought, man, I just can't. 'Cause my eyes are looking at an angel with hair as gold as Velveeta cheese.
I nailed it.
So I'm gonna show her how Christian I am. I'm gonna worship on my knees. I fell in love at youth group from the moment I saw you. And baby, if I had a carrot, you're the only one I share it with. I fell in love at youth group. Oh, a boy becomes a man. I can't wait until I marry you and we can finally hold hands.
Nailed it! Because as a dad, that's how I want
good.
youth group to go.
That's the message for my daughters. No dating, but you can court.